Welcome on this show. The question asked to me is, what is mind? And to say that, I have to first give an intro, the composition of this body. This body is composed of gross and subtle body. So what we see, what we perceive, this is gross body, which is made of 5 elements. But there is a subtle body, and that subtle body, because the term itself is subtle body, that means it's very subtle in nature and we can't see. Subtle body is made of mind, intelligence and false ego. So therefore we can't see anyone's mind, we can't see the intelligence, and we can't see the false ego. We can't see them, that doesn't mean they don't exist. But why we can't see them? Because they are subtle in nature. And we can see each other because what we are seeing each other, that's a gross body made of 5 elements, as I said earlier. So subtle body, mind, intelligence and false ego. Very important is mind, the storehouse of all the emotions, the storehouse of all the impressions, not only of this lifetime, but from so many lifetimes we are carrying those impressions. So therefore, if we go through any kind of suffering or any happiness, who is feeling that? Happiness and suffering. This is related to emotions. Coming from the factor of gross body to the subtle body, and I explained gross body is made of 5 elements. Subtle body, the composition is mind, intelligence and false ego. And there is soul. Any kind of happiness and suffering, what is that element which perceive this? Is body or the soul? Let's say any kind of suffering. Body is already a dead matter. So body is not go through any kind of suffering. And soul can't even touch suffering. Soul is the part and parcel of the Lord. Lord, body is composed of Satchid Ananda Vigraha, full of all bliss. There is no suffering in his body. We as soul, a part and parcel of that super soul, we also don't have any kind of suffering as soul. So body is dead matter and body function just because of soul. If the soul absent from the body, then body can't function anymore. We see people die. They just fall on the ground, but they can't move. They can't perceive, they have no emotions, they can't listen to us, we can't hear them. The dead body can't speak. Why? Because the complete body is just lying on the ground. There's one important element which disappeared from that body, and that's soul. Therefore, why am I explaining this? Because mind has so much to do, the connection with body and soul. All kind of perceptions, all kind of emotions is connected with the mind. So that's why mind is very important factor. It's a good question and we should all know this. The thinking process, how we think with our mind and with our intelligence. Thinking can be positive, thinking can be negative. So mind is subject to always think bad and good. But intelligence, which is also an element of the subtle body, always think positive. Moment we start obeying the orders, the urges of mind, it leads us to always enjoyment. Can be positive thoughts, but more percentage is negative thoughts. But with intelligence, it's always positive, always positive. So we get association with mind more than intelligence. This is the practice of mind yoga. As there is body yoga, then there is a mind yoga. With different postures, we keep our body straight and healthy. But how to control that thinking process of the mind, to take ourselves away from the urges of mind and to get connected with the intelligence, to become an intelligent person, this is something very important to know. And therefore, what is that mind yoga which I am referring to? How we can purify mind? How we can control mind which is like horse, uncontrollable and can run in any direction? That's what about mind. If we sit in meditation, our mind runs in so many directions, can't even meditate 5 minutes. Therefore, as there is a procedure, a process to tame the movement of horse, similarly, there is a process to tame the urges of mind. And for that, we need mantra. You might have heard of the word mantra. What is mantra? It's a Vedic syllable, mantra. Man means mind and tra means deliverance. Means a word, a sentence or a syllable which helps us to deliver the urges of mind which is always negative in nature, which is not allowing us to approach super boss. Like in office, we have immediate boss and then there is a super boss. So mind is like an immediate boss who always giving us order to our senses. Okay, look that beauty. Or smell this. Or hear this. So mind is like an immediate boss, which is not allowing us, our senses and ourselves to get connected with the super boss, and that's intelligence. So mantra, that syllable, that word or that sentence which is helping us to deliver mind, to subdue mind and can give us a permission or allow us to get connected with a super boss, intelligence. Moment we get connected with intelligence, we always think positive. We always think righteous. We act righteous. Therefore, the process to overcome mind and to connect with intelligence, this is called spirituality.